The social distancing's interesting, isn't it? Because it's certainly something which I think most large construction sites have difficulty getting their heads around in terms of how do you communicate with your guys, your team. The lunchroom is pretty well out, and even the on-site stuff. And I saw some questions asked. Like some of the trades have got to work really closely together. You know what I mean? It's in terms of you just literally struggle to be that, and just adapting to that in terms of physically doing the work, and then making sure that you have communicating handover or issues to the following trade or the project supervisor or the manager. It's the old ways have just been able to find someone to have a chat to. It really tested a lot of construction sites initially. Well, that's what I sort of have gleaned. But what's some of the smart stuff you've seen over there in terms of getting a new form of communication going?
Yeah, so we've seen pretty early on a lot of the larger contractors really adapting to this change. Many of them have probably already had a lot of this within their reach. They're probably using it already, but this has really prompted them to really test it out and see how it works. So some of the bigger contractors, the ones that probably can afford to play around with different sorts of technology. But we've seen one of the bigger companies here, they've got this technology which, and I'm not technical, so I don't know exactly how it works, but from what I understand, it's technology that would normally be attached to a forklift or some sort of machinery that tells you if you're going to have a collision. So it's distance sensoring.
The sensors,
they've adapted that sensor to put it on a person. So whether it's on a hard hat or some other form of PPE, and it tells you if you're too close to someone else. And I think the idea is that the sensors talk to each other. But so that's helping with social distancing. It's taking the guesswork or the thinking out of it. It'll tell you as soon as you're too close to someone. But also a lot of work sites have really cut down on who actually needs to be on site. So I've seen, a lot of site inspections now are done kind of with a GoPro, someone going around the site and showing everyone what's happening. So the people that would normally just be walking around doing visual inspections don't physically need to be there to do that, which we've always had the technology to do that sort of thing. It's just getting how does it work for your business and getting that around. But even things, where there's work that can partially be done off-site in where there's more room to move or less people around, people are opting for that. So we're seeing a lot of work being done off-site where it's safer, and then bringing it on-site when it's definitely needed.